Oh man, so many memories. Happy memories is just being on set with Chad. Definitely being in Shuri's lab with him. I remember like when you know that scene, that classic scene.
And we are part of his legacy.
Yeah.
Because
Listen, we would not be here without Chadwick and the Black Panther.
yes, absolutely. I think we have this opportunity because actually the first Black Panther movie.
He's different because he is the king of an underwater civilization, and we've not seen what life could be underwater, and we're intrigued by that. We're intrigued by the ways in which he's willing to defend his nation.
And how fun was it to shoot with Tenoch? Because it was his debut, MCU debut as well. So how fun was that shoot with the three of y'all?
Oh, it was horrible. No, I'm kidding. Tenoch, he's such a fun guy to be around with, to work with him. You know, he brings a lot of joy.
Hi, Letitia.
Hey.
Welcome to Pinkvilla.
Thank you for having me.
It's so lovely to be speaking with you. I know the entire world is waiting to watch, Wakanda Forever, especially after that trailer, left everyone in tears. And there was one particular moment in the trailer that really got to me, which is when Shuri's holding Black Panther's mask. How emotional was that particular sequence to shoot for you, especially with Chadwick's loss as well?
As you can imagine, very emotional, very surreal, but one that translates into the film and hopefully, really touches your heart and really helps us as the community in the world that love this film and love Chadwick and love T'Challa so much to feel proud.
I think everyone witnessed the beautiful bond that you shared with your big bro.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you is, what was your happiest memory of his? Can you recall one off the top of your head?
Oh man, so many memories. Happy memories is just being on set with Chad. Definitely being in Shuri's lab with him. I remember like when you know that scene, that classic scene of T'Challa coming into the lab to see what the new tech his sister has for him, and she bows down and she says that was all like improv. That was all like just moments of us having fun, and we created the handshake together, and Ryan kept it and loved it. So those are some of the fun memories that I have of myself and Chadwick on the set of Black Panther.
Going back to the film, not much has been revealed about Namor, but there's obviously intrigue because of, his comic book legacy. So if I had to ask you, how would you describe Namor different from all the other MCU villains that we've seen in the past?
Oh man, he's different because he is the king of an underwater civilization, and we've not seen what life could be underwater, and we're intrigued by that. We're intrigued by the ways in which he's willing to defend his nation. So this movie will explore that, and it's really exciting. Tenoch is excellent. He's brilliant as Namor.
Hi, Alex and Mabel. Welcome to Pinkvilla. It is so lovely to be speaking to the both of y'all. My first question for you guys is that, you all were introduced at Comic-Con. Your characters were introduced at Comic-Con, and now we are at the world premiere. So, how overwhelming have the emotions been for you guys to be welcomed to the MCU?
Yeah.
It seemed for the longest time that this day was just never gonna get here. From the moment from we were shooting to when we wrapped to like Comic-Con to now, it was just like, oh my God, this day's never gonna come. Now we're here. It's just like, it's surreal. It's like, pinch me.
No, yeah. Since the Comic-Con, you can feel the identity is like, oh my God, it's like, oh my God, this is huge. I feel like I have a breakdown in my car. It's like, oh, I just need cry and cry and cry and cry. But it's amazing.
And also you guys came into the Black Panther franchise in the sequel, but there were the original cast members who had to go on with the loss of Chadwick Boseman. So how was it to see that atmosphere, that they lost somebody very precious to them and they still went on with the shoot? How is that for you guys?
I think it was very inspiring, seeing how everyone came together to make this project and honor not their castmate, not just a coworker, but someone who that deeply that they care about. Chadwick meant so much to everyone in this film. Mainly the returning cast that knew him, and for us, we didn't get a chance to meet him personally, but at the same time, working with the cast and the crew that knew him, you hear the stories from Chadwick, how he would act, the things that he would say. So, in a sense, we got to know him. And I'm very grateful for that.
And we are part of his legacy.
Yeah.
Because
listen, we would not be here without Chadwick and the Black Panther.
Yes, absolutely. I think we have this opportunity because actually the first Black Panther movie opened a lot of doors for the world. So we are Latin Americans and Mexican, and it's represent a lot for me, for a lot of people, but that's the legacy of Chadwick.
Speaking of the film, you guys obviously shot a lot of underwater sequences, but I think it must have been even more difficult with the blue getup. So how physically straining was that process of shooting with the makeup underwater? How was it?
It was a walk in the park. No, not really. I'm kidding.
We talk a lot about our lives during the process. No, because we spent 6 hours for being blue. It's crazy, and after that, after months, we took 2 hours for take off the gills, the earrings.
It was a very lengthy process, from the moment that we walk in, sit on the chair, do the makeup, shoot, remove the makeup. It was a journey.
Yes, and actually at the end of every day we use vapor for remove the makeup. So it's crazy. I have scratches in my skin for the color.
Listen, we got wounds, we got scars that we can show how we got through this.
And how fun was it to shoot with Tenoch? Because it was his debut, MCU debut as well. So how fun was that shoot with the three of y'all?
Oh, it was horrible. No, I'm kidding. Tenoch, he's such a fun guy to be around with, to work with him. He brings a lot of joy to work with him. It's all about, let's get this job done, but let's have fun while we're doing it. And I am grateful to have this experience with her and with Tenoch as well. I mean, hopefully they feel the same way about me, but I'm not sure.
Oh my God, you support me all the movie.
Anyways, thank you guys so much. Best of luck for Black Panther Wakanda Forever, and have amazing MCU debuts. Thank you.
Thank you.